But after
we
all
should
these
have
years,
socialized. We should have not only we should have for particularly working women. We should have more facilities. We should have creches, not only for lawyers and women who are there, but also for women who are forced to work. There are many women who are forced to work, who take their children to their workplace. The laborers are the women, and there are no facilities for instance, something like a creche for their children. There are no. They have to go back home. They have to cook. Time use studies have been done, and it has been found that women spend a long periods of time, even when they reach home, to do housework. Not only that, they even in the rural areas, they carry fodder, they do other, feed the animals, they do all kinds of work. And of course this is a double burden. Of course this is a double burden. They have no time for leisure, they have no time for doing anything but their work, and still not perhaps be able to do it as satisfactorily as the other. But I think we have to give recognition to the work that is done by women at home. We have to allow that work, the care work that women do, both as both as far as the children are concerned and as far as the elderly are concerned, to factor in their thing. And many ideas have been mooted on this. We have asked for equal rights to the matrimonial property, which means that whatever property is bought by whoever, whether it's the man or the woman, or whatever is acquired, should be divided equally between them in case they decide not to be together. Also, we have asked for the recognition, we have asked for joint pattas, that all land should be both in the name of the man and the woman who are together. We have asked that government recognize this. Some people have asked for wages for housework, so that the true value, the true productive value of the housework can be recognized. Because what happens right now is it is not recognized, that somebody, because of working inordinately hard in the house, are not getting the same kind of career opportunities that the men are. So I think all this is there.
Kirti ma'am, I mean, in all these years, it would be wrong to say that the women haven't jumped as far as the progress is concerned. They do feel empowered. They do have their own rights. They are free to do whatever they want. But still, there are a lot of taboos, and people look down on women. Say, for example, people are quite judgmental when it comes to judging women. Oh, if she's wearing jeans, then probably she's characterless. If she steps out of the house at 2 in the night, she's characterless. If she mingles too much with men, apparently she gets labeled with all sorts of names. How does really one change this kind of a mindset? Not necessarily that every woman who is stepping out at 2 in the night is somebody whom you can just so easily label.
Yeah. Well, you have to recognize.
How does one really change this mindset?
I think that mindset has to be changed right from the beginning, because I think a man has to recognize that a woman is a human being, just like him. And that can only be brought about if he is told that, if he is educated in that fashion, and not only at home, but also in the schools, and if there's a non-patriarchal sort of syllabus, and if gender becomes a big issue as in the syllabus, and at home. But otherwise, these kind of attitudes will prevail, these anti-women. And that is why the women's movement has for so long been trying to just assert that we are also human beings. We also have need to have the freedom of movement, the freedom of association, and the freedom to do whatever we want as others do in our society. Uh, we should be treated equally. At the heart of this lies equality and the recognition that women are entitled to equal rights in all spheres and equal freedoms, and that they are just like us. It is only because women have been stereotyped, and of course, Manuvadi thought is that women are secondary citizens. I mean, Manu clearly said this. And at present, the kind of burden that is being put on women to be good wives, to look after their children, as if they are not, in any case, trying to look after their children, but to perform rituals, to be the mainstay of the house, the main Devi sort of person who is going to perform all the rituals and be burdened with all kinds of ceremonies and observation of fasts and this and that. I mean, we have to recognize that women are not secondary. But
Absolutely.
particularly, and that the family is not the beginning and the end of a woman's life. That she has commitments to society just as others do, that she feels those commitments, she dreams as others do, and that she wants to be as useful to herself, to everyone, as men do. And I think this is very important, that people have to recognize that. So if a man can go around wearing a pair of shorts, why can't a woman? Why is the woman's body looked at in a different way? This is only because we are looking at it through our gendered lenses. We are not looking at a woman as a person, as a human being, as a person in her own right, who can do everything.
Absolutely.
That she's second to none, including being part of the
One last
armed
question.
forces. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One last question before I wind up this little conversation with you. What would be your message to the women who are watching this program, listening to you, and your thoughts?
I would tell them to assert the rights of women. I would tell them that they have to struggle for it. Nothing comes easy, whether it is the right of a woman working on the fields or whether it is the right of a middle class woman. Women have to assert these rights. They have to make sure that around them people do not browbeat them and make them do what they think is the right thing. Because you see, we must understand that patriarchy is not only a system which, of course, it is a system which places women in a secondary position and allows discrimination against them, but it is also a mindset which is there in women too, and women also become patriarchal in their point of view. And this is what we must guard against.
Absolutely.
And we must assert and support women's rights, support their freedom, support them, so that if, for instance, ask for things like choice marriages to be recognized, and do not say that, do not ask for women's rights in matrimonial property to be recognized, ask that women not be subject to violence at home or outside, and fight for women's rights generally. Thank you.
Absolutely. So no achievement really comes easy, but once again, wishing you a very happy Women's Day and wishing you a very happy Holi. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this interview: share this as widely as you can. Subscribe to our channel. Also send us your feedback. Thank you so much, Kiti ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.